I had the opportunity to meet Mr. Taylor during the interview process. I quickly learned of his experience and expertise in many areas that need to be addressed in our schools and in our instruction. I am confident that he will be a valuable addition to our staff, and I'm looking forward to his leadership. Kent, I want to say good luck. You have many challenges waiting for you, and I wish you great success for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Well, Mr. Starkey, as president of the trustees, do you have a comment about your selection as new superintendent?
Well, I think the 5 board members, as well as CSEA, RTA, and our new CBO have done an excellent choice in finding and searching our qualified superintendent. Looking for him for a lot of things to help us with. He comes very well recommended and experienced.
Well, the wife of a teacher is always challenging. And I wanted to ask you, coming from such a big place like Rialto to Rosewood, even though they both start with the letter R, there's a huge difference. But how do you feel about that?
I feel good. This is a great opportunity for my husband. But the town that we actually live in is a small town. It's not a big town. So I'm coming from Grand Terrace. That's between Riverside and San Bernardino. So we're used to the small town atmosphere.
You were on the selection committee, and I just wondered, in the final analysis, what got your vote?
He was very personable. He had a lot of qualifications, but then all the candidates had a lot of qualifications. He was just very enthusiastic, very organized. He just looked like the best candidate for our position.
As a professional in the industry, what's your comment on this new selection for superintendent?
I think Kent Taylor is extremely knowledgeable, high energy. I think he'll be good for the district, and I think you'll see things move really fast. In fact, you'll see him probably about everywhere, and I'm excited with the rest. I think he'll do an excellent job.
Projects for which we hired Kennedy Jinks to develop a phase 2 study. And if all goes well in that study, we can use our own water banks for filtration plants. We'll never have to turn on the motor. But we do need the extension.
So would it be great to have our clients, the customers here, to hear that? Sure. That's our intentions. Sure. They need to be on board with us. Because the more support we get from the community, where we sell water to, the better so in Sacramento. Or the health department. Isn't the health department?
Yeah, DPA.
We're not a director at large, we're a director of division, and all will represent the different users of the water. I mean, you don't want to hear what they have to say. I mean, we can bring it back to you as the water project can, but
it's pretty much informational.
This is, George, this is probably going to be the biggest changeover since this agency was created. It would change the complete texture of the water and where this water is going to be delivered to the entire agency. So, I mean, we have 30 people who have concerns, including Edwards Air Force Base, that doesn't want, so they won't take ordinance. So, so it's good to have their input in here.
San Luis is 91% capacity, so this is kind of a very unusual situation. You can see the San Luis levels. There's this, the Bureau and the department's share. Bureau's shown in the light blue, but still very, very close to being at capacity. They're pumping about 13,000 acre-feet a day at Banks, so they're pumping like crazy at Banks Pumping because the water's available in the Delta and they don't have very many restrictions on it. The next page shows Oroville, which shows it right at the 3.5 million acre-feet, so pretty unusual situation. Actual storage is touched right up against what the flood regulations allow. So Oroville's pretty much full. San Luis is looking very good, and of course this will help us go into next year, along with helping this year. Antelope Valley, along with our customers, the water bank is storing water. As of, I guess it was the end of May, we were over 3,000 acre-feet that we had recharged, and we've also done about 3,000 acre-feet new sales. But I think we're continuing to water out into homes, basins, and our own basins. Yeah, they're Western Water's going in and taking water. In fact, they've got, and so far they've got over 3,500 acres.
So go with 10,000.
Yes.
So I'm here with Andy Bozigian at the AVIC headquarters, and we're looking at something I've never seen in the AV before.
Yeah, this is a manifold for spreading water on our property.
Uh-huh.
You have 36-inch line, comes off the 48-inch underground west feeder, comes underground, stubs up.
Uh-huh.
We built a manifold, above ground manifold with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outlets.
Okay.
And this one points straight, the rest of them point to the south.
Uh-huh.
And this will allow us to lay aluminum surface main to all different parts of the property and be able to individually control the flow.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah, right now what we do is we just take it through one main pipe and split it off. Some basins fill quicker than others.
Right.
So this will allow us to custom tune the flow to each basin.
All over the all over the property.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Mike Flood designed it. He's our agency assistant GM.
Okay.
And then Kurtz Welding built it.
Oh, nice. And it's installed and, ready to
ready to flow.
To flow.
Yes.
Now, where's it located again?
140th Street West and Avenue B8.
I'm very concerned with some of the things that this board has passed recently, which I believe are illegal, against Prop 218 growth rate. Trying to tie the sewer rates to the property tax, and maybe you're misquoting the papers. It's a way to pass the buck and not be felt supposed to, try to force someone else to pay the bill rather than the tenants themselves. It also was not passed as a tax, you're now making a property tax, and it didn't meet the 218 and the big one's decisions requirements, in which they said it should be interpreted broadly. That you had a 2/3 supermajority vote for a tax or a simple majority of the property owners. That's one of my issues. The other is also where you seem to be passing the buck again on the property owners rather than having, if tenants have signed up for the service, they're using the service and making them responsible. Instead, you're looking for someone else who's not responsible for those to make those payments. It's just no different, your public utility, than if Edison decided to say, you know, those tenants left owing a big bill. They used, you know, kept their house in the summer at 58 degrees. We want the owner to pay for that. Same with your gas, your public utility. Again, I think the Bighorn decision has come out strongly that those aren't to be considered broadly as taxes and would need to be addressed as such. Because now you're making it incident to the property itself and tied to the property, rather than the user paying for their fair share.
Collections of such have not been adopted as of yet. The sewer rate fee that was discussed has not been passed, has not even gone to a public hearing. It was improperly reported that it was passed, but it has not been. We brought it, briefed the board, discussed it, and to set for a future hearing. But we still have to go through the hearings, receive comment, and then act on
412 late notices this month, which resulted in 59 lock-offs. We got a clay valve on 20th Street that actually delivers the water from the west side of the freeway to the east side of the freeway go bad. We rebuilt that. We had 2 service line leaks only this month. One on Trade Winds and one on 55th Street in Astoria. And we replaced our pump with the filters at the pool. That's all I have.
Our opening day will be September 10th, which Mr. Ferrandini has always graciously played, brought his band out there.
Get my calendar out.
Yeah. Right now we're still taking applications. Like I said, we're down about 70 to 80 kids. We have about 280 right now. But we're still taking applications. Lynn King is always up at United Park. She's my assistant regional commissioner. And we play from, like I said, from September 10th through the first Saturday before Thanksgiving. And we're always in the parade. There's always the MC. And for the last few years, we've gotten awards, so it's been a kick.